Mr. Derry here, going to review the keyframing lesson we did as we talked about with the holiday greeting card. I just started a new project in Adobe Premiere, and if you haven't gotten started yet, you can follow along. Um, all right, so I've named my project. I started a new project in Premiere. I got a name for it. I've got a location. If you see here, I'm in the student folder. In my student folders, in my holiday greeting card. Take a quick peek here. Make sure you have a folder dedicated to this project, and inside that folder you've got all your media. So I'm going to hit OK. So I'm saving it to the right location. All right, and I'm ready to get started. So may want to start in the assembly mode, or right in here. I've got my project available. I'm going to import my media. Okay, just let me regroup here. So I was about to import some media here. I had started. I'm going to pull in some more. All right, so a couple of items that I found that were kind of fun. I want to make sure I get these falling snowflakes. I want this Santa GIF, and I think there was another item. This PNG here. Once you got the items in, right now I have them as a list. You might want to click down here and convert them to thumbnails right here, so it's a little easier to figure out what's what. So got a couple options for winter scenes here. I've got one with falling snow. Let's just start with a real basic one to begin with. And I'm going to drag it right onto my timeline here, and it's going to go on video track number 1. All right, and I'm going to minimize this now and make my timeline a little bit bigger. And I'm going to pull in a simple version of Santa's sleigh right here. So we'll put that in there on the top. Now, remember, on the timeline, you've got these items tell us how long this is going to play for. And right now, if I play this, this is only a 2-second video, which isn't very long. So I'm going to drag these items out. Let me change the view of my timeline, and I'm going to pull it out so that I've got about a 30-second card. All right, and I can pull them both out so that they're on the same time. Santa might not be around for the whole 30 seconds. He may come in. We could change. Maybe he comes in a little later. Let's take a look at how we would go about making Santa move around and fly around on the screen a little bit. So I'm going to go to the Effects tab up here on the top. All right, and I'm going to double click on the Santa item here, and then under here, under this little line here, you should be able to get to Effect Controls. Now right now yours may not be opened up. It might just look like this. You're going to open up the motion one under video here, and you want to turn these blue by selecting position, scale, and rotation. There are a lot of other effects you can do with keyframes, and you'll notice when I did that, it established these little keyframes, these little diamonds here. I want to pull Santa back by double clicking and just dragging him off the screen a little bit. And talk a little bit about how we can get him moving. So be careful though, there's a little blue dot in the middle. Don't grab that blue dot. That is the point of rotation. We'll talk more about that later. We can move that, but I don't want to cover that right now. So let's say that I want Santa to start somewhere in here. And notice that my playhead, which corresponds with this one, they're both the same. Notice they move together. This is at 0 seconds in time. Santa is going to start right here. And I'm going to leave him the same size that he is right now, and he's just starting to come into the scene. I'm going to come out, let's come out some amount of time. All right, and let's move him a little bit. Now, I'm going to have, notice that my motion is selected here, and this is really important. So I started here, to quick review, blue, 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 got my motion selected. I'm at 0 seconds. I move ahead in time, and now I drag, whoops. I don't want to make him bigger. I just want to drag him out. There we go. So let's say he's going away from us right now. So if he's going away, he should be smaller. So I'm going to go to scale, and I'm going to drag him down a little bit. All right. And then I'm going to move forward in time again. Or actually, I want to rotate him a little bit. If I come outside here, notice I get these two arrows that are at with a curve. So I'm going to rotate him a little bit. Move forward in time again. All right. I'm going to drag him out this way now. I'm going to rotate him again. He's coming towards me now, so I'm going to make him a little bit bigger. I'm going to move again. Maybe he comes in here a little bit. And then again, and he shoots off the screen. Okay. And I want to rotate a little bit there too. So now if I bring this back, you can see this is Santa's path. This is where he's going. All right. Now let's see what it looks like as I play that in time. So if I hit play, he comes in. Boy, he's kind of moving kind of slow. Now the relative motion, the further you are away from an object, it should be slower. The closer he gets, he should start to speed up. And then, so we can change that by how close these keyframes are to each other. If we want the whole thing to be sped up, if you take a look up here, I'm going to click down here. I'm going to grab all of my keyframes at once and move them closer together. And then I'm going to do it again, but I'm not going to move those first three. I'm going to tighten up all of these, and then I'm going to really tighten up these last two. And I want to tighten up these a little bit more too, because he's getting closer to us here. So I want those to speed up, and the last two, I want them to rocket away from the house. All right. And remember, you can zoom in and out here to change the relative view of those keyframes. But let's see how that plays out. So Santa comes in, he's moving a little faster, he's getting closer, and shoots away. All right, so you got the idea. Probably could tighten these up a little bit more and make that happen a little faster. And if you want to take a look up here, you can see this is about 6 seconds right now. I'm going to tighten it down, make it closer to a 4-second experience here. And let's try that. All right, he's zooming in, he's getting bigger, he drops the pleasance off and shoots off. All right, so that's one way to animate that. Now, all of these keyframes and all of these effects, you can do them to anything. You can do them to another video, you can do them to a picture, you can do them to a PNG. Really good. Now, I've got snow, but my snow is static. So in my project bin, I pulled in some, I found an MP, or GIF rather, of falling snow, or I don't remember what it is. I think it might be a movie. No, it's an MOV. But notice it's not long enough to play that, all right? So, and let's say the scale of it, let's see, it's not showing, is it showing on my whole screen? It is, but I might want to bring it a little bit bigger. Maybe I want giant snowflakes, so I'll scale it up a little bit. All right, it is currently blocking out everything below. There's a cool effect. If I type in here, Luma, L-U-M-A, grab Luma key and drag it right onto my, it'll eliminate the black, and now when I hit play, my snowflakes are falling down. Okay, that's great. Let me show you another trick. If I take a look here though, I want my snow to fall the whole time. Well, there's a couple ways to do that. You could copy and paste and then just drag it up there as many times as you need. That's one way to do it. Can get rid of that. Took a little cut in my scene there. Alright, so that will work. There's a cool trick that I found recently where you can just select these items. Once you get enough of them, we might need a little more. So I'm going to paste again. And now I've got enough of this. I can select these all, right click, and say I want to make a sub sequence. If I click that, it now shows up over here as a new sequence by itself, and if I drag that in, you can see, let me expand my timeline a little bit here, you can see that it will play for the whole time. So I could get rid of these, and now I've got one scene that'll play for as long as I want, and I don't need this music track to go with it. So I can unlink these two and get rid of that. Alright, so now I've got my winter scene playing, and when it gets out here I can just shorten that up so it matches. So I've got plenty of snow, I've got Santa coming in at the beginning, so I'm good with that. Just to remind you that you're going to need some sound with that, and in Canvas, in the holiday assignment, I have added a few, in the holiday module card rather, I added adding an audio track, and there's some links to some holiday songs, but you can get the music wherever you want. Pull that in, and remember we can do audio effects like you learned in some of the training a couple weeks ago. You can ease the sound in and out, you can shorten the clip, etc. Okay, that's going to cover it for this one. I've got another video I want to make to do some more advanced things.